we're going to discuss the mediatization of tourism. You might already be aware about how much media influences our daily lives. It could even be said that we live inside of media. But have you ever thought about how media influences your travel destinations? Think about it. Have you ever gone to a place without knowing anything about it? Probably not. But why is that? This phenomenon can be related to media policy. We live in a world where media are everywhere within our daily lives. It is basically the fundament of all of our experiences. So let's say you want to go to Bali this year. Where did that idea come from? You have probably seen some stunning pictures of pretty beaches and beautiful oceans. So media has put this picture inside of your mind and is influencing your trips.
Would you consider social media as a good source for traveling tips?
I think so, because I think social media is also a lot of people that are my age and I kind of have the same interests. So I feel like if I look on TikTok or something, it's more likely that I find something that I really like and is also not too expensive.
Do you think social media is a good representation of what traveling is really like?
I don't really think so, because on the one hand people want to inform you about fun stuff, but on the other hand there are also a lot of influencers who like make it look all pretty and aesthetic and stuff, but that's not really the reality, and most of the time they're also pretty rich, which I am not.
As you can see, the respondent mentions how she uses social media to do some research before her travels. However, they are aware that not everything they see when researching is realistic. Whenever you open social media, there's a big chance that you see some travel content. This content will subconsciously remain inside of your head. Also, lots of people use platforms like TripAdvisor prior to their travels to gain some more insight about the destination they are going to travel to. But travel vlogs and blogs can also have a big influence when deciding on your travel destinations. So, briefly, online platforms and content provide us with information about traveling, whether this is consciously or subconsciously. Thus, media form the backbone of our travel plans for a lot of people.
So now that we have illustrated that we are living in media, we can establish that people take on the role as both producers and consumers, which refers to convergence culture. This means that one can be a content creator, part of the audience, or both. This process is not limited to the influence of technology, but brings on a cultural change, and it can be done either consciously or subconsciously, and across multiple social media platforms, as people tend to show off their travel destinations and plans on Instagram, TikTok, or even YouTube.
Do you post about your vacations on social media?
Yes, I definitely do. I post a lot on Instagram, Snapchat, and I also use Visco, so those are like my three main channels.
Okay. Does social media influence which destination you choose to travel to?
Oh, for sure. So both Instagram and TikTok really influence me a lot, but I think it's even more TikTok. All the travel TikToks, I really like to watch them.
Okay, thank you. The last question, in the context of social media content about vacations, would you define yourself more as a producer or as a consumer of content?
I think I'm definitely both, but I would see myself more on the consumer side, even though, as I said, I think I'm kind of on both.
So, as we can see from the interview, anyone can become a producer and consumer on social media. People like to produce content of their travels to show their friends and families, however, to also have them documented to be able to look back on. They also become the consumer as they watch travel videos from people they know, or from influencers, and these videos may as well consciously or subconsciously determine their next travel destination. Moreover, with the growth of social media, these videos can be seen on all types of platforms such as Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Therefore, the roles of producer and consumer are starting to intertwine as it is easier than ever to achieve.